Hey guys, Maki here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set up a loyalty bot for your Twitch channel. So a loyalty bot is a bot you see in people's channels which manages the !points commands and bankheist and all those things, all those mini games and stuff. And basically it's a good way to just keep track of all of your viewers, like your loyal viewers, let's say, and give them points so they can use it for certain things in your Twitch stream. So I think it's really nice. So we're going to be using AnkhBot. I personally found that this is the best free bot out there. There are other bots which you can pay for which have some extra features. There are other bots who have a little less features but do the exact same thing. But I like this bot just because it has the loyalty system, but it also has a lot of other things inside of it which you can use. But today we're going to be going mostly into the loyalty system and those kinds of things. So I'll leave the link in the description for you to download this. And once you get to the website, just scroll down and click download AnkhBot. Once you've done that, once you've done that, launch AnkhBot, and this is what it should look like. And the first thing you have to do after you've launched AnkhBot is go up to the left hand corner and click credentials and then bot login. Now, in order for this to work, you're gonna have to need a separate account for your bot. So you're gonna make another Twitch account. So I have the cookie account which I stream with, and I have my bot account which I called CrumbsBot. So you just go ahead and create another Twitch account and name it whatever you'd like. So I have it named that CrumbsBot. I suggest you name it something that ends in bot just so people know it's a bot and not like a moderator or something doing these things. So name it bot. Put the channel name you wanted to join into. So I have the cookie up here, and this token is not your password. You're gonna have to generate token. Once you click generate token, you input your bot name, bot username and password. So I'd put CrumbsBot and my password, login, let it connect to my Twitch account. And once I've done that, I click connect. Once you've clicked connected, it'll say attempting to connect, can take up to 2 minutes. It never takes 2 minutes for me. It usually takes less than 10 seconds. So yeah, and it'll say successfully connected. So this first tab over here, console, is just a chat. You know, if I type something in my chat box in my channel, so I type, actually let me pop this, let me do this. I think this will be easier. Let's just make believe this is the chat box. So if I type in hi like I just did, it'll appear here hi, and then I can type back as the bot, you know, hi, and it'll appear CrumbsBot said hi. So yep, and it'll show me all the viewers in my channel as well. Dashboard. So I'm going to be going over some of the tabs really quickly just because they don't have anything to do with the loyalty system, but if you'd like to check these out and explore it, I would definitely suggest, because there's some very neat things going on here. So in dashboard, you can set your title and game that you're playing. You can set up your commercials, and you can also, if you're a partner, of course, you have commercials, and you can also see like what has happened in your current session. So subscribers, followers, you know, hosts and all that stuff. So that's really nice to just keep track of all that. Commands, this is where you can add a custom command. So I add a custom command saying hula, and the response will be hi. And I have a cooldown, permission everyone, add, and then if I type hula in here, it'll say hi. So yeah, the CrumbsBot will always answer. So he's the one that's doing all the responses. So I'm just going over this really quickly. So timers, you can set a timer for whatever bots you like, so for whatever commands you like. So if you like a command, or not a command, but like your bot to say something like, make sure to follow the cookie on Twitter, and then you can add it and it'll be in intervals. So by chat lines or by minutes, it's your choice. And you can have quotes where you just save quotes from people. You know, you can set the time and day. So it's a nice thing to have, but I find it a little bit complicated, I guess. Like, you don't actually have to have this, but if you'd like, you know, for people to add quotes of like stuff you've said, maybe. So giveaway, okay, so for the giveaway, you can have a raffle, or a giveaway actually. So you have the command here, raffle, you can set what your prize will be. So I'm gonna start a raffle for LOL. Everyone can join, and you can have like only subscribers or something join, or rankings, which I'm going to show you guys later, or minimum points and hours. I'll also show you guys that later. Now one thing that has to do with points here is the fee per entry. So This is interesting because I know a lot of people sometimes go on streams just because the title says giveaway, they'll enter that stream to try and win the giveaway. So what you can do is you can add a fee per entry. So only people who have points, so only people who have been in your channel before can actually buy tickets to enter. So I think this is really nice. Just if you're doing like a huge giveaway, you know, for all your loyal viewers, you definitely want this on so that people who just tune in don't get to participate, you know, if they've never been there or something. I definitely just suggest must be a follower to win. Notify winner in chat as well. I definitely suggest this ticked. And block re-entry of previous winners. So if you're doing a lot of giveaways during one stream, like you're doing 10 giveaways and you don't want the same person to win all the time, you can definitely block entries. So let's start a giveaway. So AnkhBot will say a giveaway for LOL has started. Everyone can join. Type raffle to join. So I'm gonna join by typing raffle. It's gonna say entered users the cookie. Obviously, if more people enter, it'll say here. And I'm gonna pick a winner. And I won! Yay! So the bot will say the cookie you won. Please speak up in chat. And it'll say whether I'm following or not. So if I'm not following, I would not win. Let's say I could pick another winner. So I say hi, and here's the chat from the winner. So this is really nice just to see if the winner's actually in chat, if she's there, if she's, you know, AFK or something. So it's pretty useful. Sfx System is just a noise command. I think it's a noise command, yeah. You just, you can preview your sound here, what you want, when to use it, you know. Cooldowns for it, because it might get annoying during your stream. Permission, who gets to do it, only like minimum people with certain amount of points and all that. That's also good to have. The volume, definitely play around with that to see how high you want it to, how loud you want it to be. Point cost as well, you can set a point cost so only people with like 100 points can play the sound, because it might be like an annoying sound kind of, so you don't want everybody playing it all the time. So have them pay to play it. That's something you could do. Currency system, so this is where the loyalty bot really comes in. So have this checked, obviously. And command, my command is crumbs, but you can have it set to like points or I don't know, whatever it has to do with your channel. So if I put in exclamation mark crumbs, the bot will tell me how many crumbs I have. So hi the cookie, you have 124 cookie crumbs. So hooray for me. So obviously I edited this to have to do with my channel because my name is the cookie, so I added cookie stuff related to it. So my currency name, I added crumbs, and then the response, this is what the bot will say. So as you can see, it said hi the cookie, you have 124 cookie crumbs. So you can change this to whatever you like. If you're doing like, I don't know, popsicles, hi user, you have points popsicles. So it'll say hi the cookie, you have 104 popsicles. So yeah, just make sure you have this $sign here, or else if you just have user and points, it will not work. It'll just say hi user, you have points cookie crumbs. So you don't want that. So make sure you have the $sign here. But you can definitely edit this to your liking, you know, add whatever you'd like in here. So this is also an important thing, an important box. Take offline hours into account for total hours in the stream. So this is if you want, so this loyalty bot will keep track of how many hours the person has been inside your channel, and you can take these hours into account or not. So if you just want people who have been in your channel while you are online, you untick this, and the points, the hours they have been on your channel while you're offline won't count. So if you're doing things that are based on the total of hours during your stream, it's definitely good to take this, to tick this, I'm sorry, to not tick this, so that they don't have a bunch of hours, you know, like after one day they'll have 24 hours in the stream. So, you know, just, I would rather not have this tick, but it's obviously your choice. Automatically become a regular at a certain amount of points or a certain amount of hours. You can tick this as well if you'd like. I just rather leave it offline. Cooldown, this cooldown is for the amount of times people can spam this command. So I can see crumbs a lot of times. It will not give me the answer all these times. So there is a cooldown, which I think is nice, so that it's not, the chat is not filled with crumbs bots saying stuff. And yeah, so you can also assign ranks to the people. So this is if you'd like to like separate people, I guess. Assign ranks based on X amount of points or hours. Now, it's important for you to choose points or hours, because if you're assigning based on points, there's a chance that the person can derank. So if they have 100 points and then they bet on something and they lose the points, they might derank. But if it's by hours, the person will never derank. They're only like, they only go ranks above them. So they'll only change ranks to ranks that are higher than them. They'll never derank. So this is up to you, you know. Yeah, I don't know which one is best. It really depends on how you want to run your channel, but just remember those things, because if you're on points, your viewers can derank, you know. So if you're on hours, they can't. So you can add ranks here if you want. So you can add a rank name. So I'll add Coco, and the requirement is 10 points. So add it. So I have 3 ranks now. I have Cookie with 100 points, Chocolate, which I misspelled, for 50 points, and Coco for 10 points. So those are the ranks I have on my channel. So payout settings, this is how many points you want to give them per hour or per minute. So I have right here, it shows I'm giving out 10 points, and then under online payout interval, I'm giving out 10 points per 5 minutes. So if I want to give like 100 points per 10 minutes, I could do that as well. So just mess around with this and find, you know, find out how many points you want to give after a certain amount of time. Unfollow bonus, you can also add bonuses for people who just subscribed, who just followed and stuff. So it's a nice thing. You can also add offline. So I would suggest having offline always lower than live payout. So I could have this set to 1. So 1 point every 5 minutes if I'm offline, and 10 points every 5 minutes if I'm online. So this will like make them want to be there when I'm online, not just when I'm offline. So I think it's really nice. And it won't give people who just leave the tab open that many points. So I think it's a nice thing to add. Now here are all the points, or all the people who have points in your channel. So I have myself here, rank Cookie, as you can see. CrumbsBot, because he has more than 50, and MooBot, because they have more than 50, are Hocolate. Coco here has more than 10, or Nightbot here has more than 10, so he is Coco, and the rest are unranked. So you can see how many points they have, how many hours they've spent on your stream. So it's really interesting, you know, the last time you saw them. So it's interesting to see like the last time someone was here, if they're the first rank. And yeah, you can also add hours or points, or yeah, hours or points to some people if you like. So it's really interesting just to keep track. Like you can see the highest rank, you can see the lowest rank, you know, last seen. It's your choice how you want to see it, but I think it's a really nice way to keep track of stuff. Now let's go to the minigames. So minigames here, you can bet on stuff. So for example, let's say I'm playing a game where I can do flips. So we're gonna bet on how many flips I can get. So how many flips? Oops, so how many flips? And the option will be 1 flip, 2 flip, or 3 flips. And the payout will be 10% of how much they bet. Okay, so we're gonna start betting. And CrumbsBot will say betting has started for how many flips. Minimum bet 1, maximum bet 100. You can enter by typing. So we're gonna type bet, and then the ID is the number that's here. So either 0, 1, or 2. And 0 means 1 flip, 1 means 2 flips, and 2 means 3 flips. It kind of got a bit confusing there, but so I'm gonna do 3 flips. So I'm gonna say bet 2, and I'm gonna bet 100 of my cookie crumbs. So once you bet, nothing will show up saying you've bet, but you've definitely been recorded as betting if you use the correct command. And you can say stop betting, and CrumbsBot will say betting has stopped, you can no longer bet, and then you have to pick a winner here. So you have your 3 options. You have to go into AnkhBot and pick a winner. So I'm gonna pick bet ID 2. So you right click, pick a winner, and it'll say you selected 3, and everyone who bet will win stuff. So everyone that bet on 3 has been rewarded. So I won 110 crumbs. So now if I type crumbs, I'll have way more than I have, because this is how much I won. So yeah, this is how much I got back. I mean, if that makes sense. Like, I bet 100 and I got back 110, so that was good. I got 10 because the payout is 10%. If the payout was 100%, I would have gotten way more. anyways, so yeah, so there's also the poll system, which works the same way, except there's no reward, of course. It's just if you'd like to say, for example, what game do you guys want me to play, and you add a bunch of games in here and have them vote, and then you're like, okay, so I'm gonna play this game, so that's pretty nice as well. Now this over here, the group minigame basics, is the bank heist, so I think this is actually pretty interesting. So it's a nice minigame to keep the chat like occupied or like doing stuff, so yeah. So command, mine is cookie heist. I think the default is just heist, so you can change this to whatever you'd like. Cooldown, I have it set to 30 minutes, you can have it set to 60 or something, because depending on the amount of people you have in your stream, it might flood the chat, so be aware of that. Minimum users required before starting 1, you can have it set to like 10 if you'd like. I think 1 is fine, like if a person wants to play by themselves, then go ahead. Max amount, start delay, so as soon as someone starts it, the person has 2 minutes to join before it actually starts. So probability settings, I have it set to 50 everything and 25 everything for the payouts. You can lower this or make it higher. It's up to you how many points you want your viewers to have, you know, but always take into account the amount of points they have when it comes to doing giveaways and all that stuff, because if someone has a lot of points and you set the giveaway to like 1 point fee, then you know it's not gonna be that great, so definitely always balance it out. So group minigames, these are just the messages that your bot will say. So if I start a heist, so let me start a heist here. So cookie heist, and I'm gonna bet 10. Okay. So the bot will say, the cookie is trying to find friends to help raid the cookie store. Everyone can join. In order to join, type ! cookie heist and amount. So this is what it says here. First entry message, so user, it said the cookie is trying to find friends. So yeah, so you can change to whatever you'd like. Once again, be sure to always use the $ before certain words so that it works. So these are all things you can change to your liking, you know, depending on what your theme is on your channel or something like that. You can change it to whatever you'd like. And yeah, it'll show for certain things. So there's also, okay, so the difference here is group minigame solo. This is just if one person participates, and this is if a group participates. So obviously the messages have to be different if only one person participates and stuff. So yeah, so let's actually wait for the heist to happen, just so I can show you guys what it says. I'll just remove these while I'm here. So yeah, you can always change these things to whatever you'd like. I make it all like I added cookies to everything, because before it was like banks and all that stuff. So I kind of made sure to make it the theme that I wanted to make it. So yeah, we're just waiting. Okay, so while we're waiting, I'll show you guys, wait. Yeah, there are other tabs here which you can explore, but while we're waiting, I'll show you guys the extra tab over here. There's actually one thing I found pretty cool as a death tab, which you can actually record the amount of deaths a person has on their stream, which is, it's really interesting. I find it really nice actually. So you can record it and it'll show like how many deaths you have, which I think is interesting, honestly. And if you are playing a game which you can die a lot in, or I don't know, you can't die a lot in, it would be interesting to like add this if you'd like. So that's another thing you can have. Alright, so CrumbsBot, so the heist begun. So it has begun, everyone gets ready and loads their weapons and checks their equipment before hopping out of the van and heading straight into the cookie store. The cookie got caught and was fed raisin cookies while he tried to rob the cookie store. RIP. So yeah, that was one of the messages I created for a fail. So here on solo lost, user got caught and was fed raisin cookies while he tried to rob the cookie store. RIP. So it definitely works, as you can see, and it's really neat. You know, it works flawlessly. It gives the correct answers, responses, and everything. So it's pretty neat, I'd say, to have this loyalty system. You know, if you want to just keep track, if you do a lot of giveaways, you know, I'd suggest having this. Or if you know, want to just interact a little bit more with your viewers, I think this is a nice way to do this. So yeah, and everything of course appears here on your chat. So if your Twitch crashes or your internet closes or something, you can definitely come back here and look at everything. And yeah guys, so that's it for this video. I hope I didn't go through things too quickly, But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. I'll definitely be happy to help all of you. And I like to see what you guys think about this bot and this loyalty system. You know, if you guys would enjoy it or not, because I see a lot of people with this, you know, with this loyalty system and stuff. And definitely, if you don't want the loyalty system, I'd suggest at least you have a bot custom for your channel, you know, instead of MooBot or Nightbot, or just input all the commands that you have on one into this bot. I think it's a really nice thing, just so it's not MooBot, Nightbot and stuff. It's pretty interesting. So yeah, so thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, ask me down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.